Yesterday ended up being an absolute mess. I was going to record a vlog for you guys here at Peerless on a couple of different things that I was trying to do yesterday. I was going to secure some more of the doors, and I was going to work on removing some structural issues that we have with the property, and everything completely fell apart while I was trying to record everything for you all. My drill bits, even though they were masonry bits, would not go through the brick, which was incredibly frustrating. They kept glowing, which is obviously not supposed to happen with a masonry bit. It meant that they just would not go through, so I had to get creative on how to secure some of the doors. Ended up finding some giant concrete blocks on site that I just moved. And once I had rented a scissor lift, which I've never used a scissor lift before, it was actually a lot of fun and a very interesting tool. But once I actually got up and saw how serious some of the structural damage was, I just didn't feel confident doing it by myself without having a couple of other people here with me to help me build a support system just in case anything else would fall. At least that support system would catch it. So ended up having to scrap that piece of it too. But today I've been mowing on site. I actually went and picked up a little push mower, just trying to clean things up. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a walkthrough as I'm doing that. It's kind of crazy out here how much stuff just needs to be cleared up. And we've recently released all of our marketing materials. So this morning, I actually spent some time over at Common House just putting marketing materials together. We've got our overall site packet, we've got our leasing packet. I released some information onto Instagram about the site and our future plans as they phase out over the next 1 to 5 years, and what the 10 to 20 year vision is. And as well as I started working on a postcard, which typically we don't actually mail out the postcards. It's just for the brokers whenever they're stopping by somewhere to drop it off, put their information on it, and hand out. So I'll take you guys through a tour of those 4 spaces that we have available today as well. Now, can I hire somebody else to do all of this work? Absolutely, and I probably will eventually, but starting off, I mean, one, look, it's therapy. I genuinely enjoy getting out here and doing this kind of work. It helps me get to know the property better. I'm starting to find a lot of stuff that I may not have otherwise noticed, at least for a long time, because I'm actually getting hands on every single aspect of the site. It's also saving us some money, right? And I need something to do on the weekends other than just sit around and do real estate. So here we are doing more real estate. All right, I know this is totally breaking the 4th wall or 5th wall, whatever it's called, but having to carry video cameras around while you're trying to do all of this work is unbelievably hard. I have a lot of respect for the people that actively vlog while they're doing crazy projects. I'm just out here mowing, and it's probably gonna take twice as long just because of that, but I actually love it. This is starting to become a lot of fun for me, sharing this journey with you all. And it's definitely gonna be a journey. I know y'all didn't come here to watch me mow this lawn, so let's just go ahead and skip to it being done. Boom, see how easy that was? Just kidding, I kinda wanna cry. This is a lot of work. Definitely gonna get a bush hogger next time if I have to do anything at that level. But hopefully we just maintain it to a point where I don't have to worry about that. Y'all are probably wondering though, why am I showing you guys what I'm doing with the lawn? I mean, it's a 1.5 million square foot wool mill. It's 100 years old. There's a lot of stuff going on with it. Who cares about mowing the lawn? Well, one, we're trying to market the space. That's what this video is about. I'm gonna show you guys the spaces that we have available and how we're going to market them, and making sure that the property looks good is a part of that. It also shows the current tenants that we have on site and the city and all of our neighbors that we're here, we're gonna take care of the property. We care about how we look, and we wanna give back to the community and be a good neighbor. But also, and most importantly, I think it's a really good metaphor for what I see a lot of y'all going through. You're trying to buy your first commercial deal, you're looking for something, and you just can't find the perfect one. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough. Just go out there and find a deal, do your first one. The first deal that I ever did was far from perfect, but it was the best one I ever did because it got me into buying commercial real estate. So if that's why you're following this channel and not because you like watching me mow lawns, get out there and do it. All right, let's get packed up and go get the spaces. All right, First up, building 25, the furnace room. All right, here we are, building 25. This is one of the most spectacular spaces that we have on the property. It actually used to be the furnace room where they brought in coal and pumped water in from the pond to generate steam to power the entire site. You can actually still see the old furnace here. That's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. So my plan for this space is to turn it into a badass local brewery or distillery. Either one I think would be really cool. It has so many attractive features for a tenant like that. It's actually very reminiscent of Monday Night Brewing in the Newhoff building in Germantown in Nashville. It's got 38 to 51 foot ceilings. We've got this beautiful exposed brick. Of course, you have some features in here that cannot be replicated anywhere else because it is literally a furnace room for the early 1900s. Not only that, but it has a walled-in beer garden with the old rail line where they used to bring the coal in, which I'm looking to turn into possibly an Airbnb with some old train cars. I think that'd be really cool. It's also got a view of the old pond where all the water came from to generate the steam, which actually has some fish. It's pretty cool. We've got catfish, perch, and a couple of other species in there, as well as these concrete piers that you see where we're just gonna do a aluminum or steel walkway over the water, maybe throw in some fish feeders so that kids can come out here and have a good time as well. The brewery or distillery will sit at the base of the coal stacks, which are not only a symbol of this project, but a symbol of the city of Rossville, which we're so excited to be a part of. I think that space is so cool. It's gonna make a really awesome flagship location for a pretty cool brand, I think. Let's check out buildings 10, 11, and 12. They're actually just across the alley. Woo! Can't find the keys. All right, now we're inside buildings 10, 11, and 12. To me, this is incredibly reminiscent of Pinewood Social in Nashville. It's got the high vaulted ceilings, very similar to the trolley barns of old ages, I guess. Exposed wood beams, exposed brick, concrete floors. I can absolutely see a bar or restaurant going in here and having some sort of activity like duck pin or bowling going on that side. You got tons of natural light. You can't really tell right now because a lot of the windows are actually painted black, I guess to keep people from looking in, but it could be a really, really sweet space. All in all, it's about 18,900 square feet, and the ceiling is upwards of 25 feet tall, so plenty of room to do pretty much whatever you want here. All right, we've actually got to drive across the property to get to building 21. Just because of the way that the buildings are configured on the site, I would have to go through one of the other buildings and can't take my truck, which means I'd have to haul all the camera equipment, and I'm not going to do that. So let's hop in the truck. Last but certainly not least is building 21. This building is 43,350 square feet with ceilings upwards of 25 or 26 feet. And it is actually a standalone building. So it is over here by itself, which is ideal for a different number of tenants. I would love personally to see an indoor rock climbing gym in a facility like this. Because it's Chattanooga, MSA. Everybody out here loves rock climbing, but it does lend itself to a wide variety of uses given its rectangle shape, the 4 loading docks, several drive-in doors, really cool exposed wooden ceilings, and of course an exposed brick wall, demising the space in half as well. So there you have it for another weekend vlog on Peerless Mill. A couple of updates that we've got going on here. It's a fun project. It's gonna take a while. I mean, you saw the 1 to 5 year plan, but the 10 to 20 year vision of what we really hope this becomes, which is a highly walkable town center, fully mixed use with everything that the residents and the locals in the area need, from entertainment to grocery to retail and restaurants, office space and loft living. It's gonna be a fun project. Appreciate you guys tagging along for the ride, and A bunch of y'all were honking at me today here in Rossville. If you ever see me outside working on the property, please stop by and say hello. Would love to meet all of my neighbors. Until next time.